I have another round coming up for this upcoming summer, unfortunately.
Okay. Have you locked anything in yet, or are you still looking, or what's the deal?
No, still looking. I've been. Are we starting? Is this
on,
like? We're on.
We're just on. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've been looking. I've been in contact with some people at Michigan Medicine, trying to. That's the goal, to stay in Ann Arbor, work here over the summer. But if I have to, I'll go back home. I worked at Ohio State. Their medical center, the Wexner Medical Center.
You can't say that on the podcast, bro. It's not allowed.
Don't worry, I don't have any personal ties to Ohio State. I'm from there.
Did you go to Ohio State last year, or was it MSU?
No, I went to Tulane University.
Tulane, okay.
Yes, so transferred from there. Did research at Ohio State this past summer. So if worst comes to worst, I'll go back there, get something done for the summer just to build the resume, gain experience, hopefully get some guidance on to what field I want to go into. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Do you know what your plans are for this upcoming summer?
Not yet. I mean, CS recruiting is brutal, I think. I was kind of behind on the bandwagon because I didn't really know how it works. So, like, I remember I applied to a bunch in, like, October, November-ish, but that's when I realized I was kind of late on the fall cycle.
Right.
So I'm kind of sitting back a little bit and waiting until the January cycle opens up. So, I mean, I'm still a sophomore, so it's not like I need an internship next summer, but it would be nice. And what I'm looking at is either working at my startup or
Gotcha.
My friend has his own thing as well, so hopefully I can get into that. And I'm kind of banking on that. But I'm going to apply in January, hopefully get something. But
I have so many questions. So, like, what's your startup?
Okay, let's talk about it. So,
well, yeah, let's get into this.
Okay,
This is interesting.
Yeah. So I'll pitch it to you in the fun way, like the friend way, because it's like more fun. But imagine, like, are you big into sports or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was a college athlete, did
You
sports
were?
growing up. Yeah.
So last year, did you play over here too, or?
No, I was going to, but stuff didn't end up working out.
Okay.
Michigan's
What
a
sport?
different level. Track and field.
Track and field.
But,
So
anyways,
you fast or do you throw?
I was a thrower.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, sorry, we digress. Continue.
No, that's fine. We'll bounce around wherever it goes. So imagine you can. Are you into sports betting?
Used to, like with UFC, I have money on UFC 322 tonight.
Okay, tonight. Yeah. Who's on tonight too?
For all Islam GD.
Islam. Okay. Yeah, I don't know enough about UFC. I'll be honest. But so imagine you can place bets on sports games, but you can like scroll like TikTok, swipe like Tinder.
Yeah.
So basically like a fun, like goofy interface to play sports bets, and just that alone is like this. I feel like that could be a really innovative way in the future of sports betting, like a new interface. Because what I've noticed is like if you go to a sports betting app, it's very complicated. There's so much information, and as like a tier 1 fan who loves sports, you want all that information, right? But I think there's so many casual fans, like fair weather fans, who like consume content here and there, like a little bit on Instagram, a little bit on like Twitter, or like they watch part of the game or the highlights on YouTube, but like they're not a diehard fan. For them, these apps like ESPN that are just bombarding you with information about the game, and sports betting apps where there's so much information, it's not tailored toward more of the casual fan who has content coming in from so many fragmented places. So we're thinking about making like an AI LLM personalized interface for the tier 2 fan to engage with college sports. So it's like you have the basic features of like you can see in the most easiest way like how your teams are doing for teams you follow.
Yeah.
You can follow exactly who you want. So if you follow Michigan swimming, but like Ohio State football and like the NBA Trailblazers or whatever.
Right,
like,
okay.
It's like personalized to what you want.
So how does AI work into that?
Yeah, so I think that in the next 5 years, what we're going to notice is that all of our like main apps that we use will all become very personalized.
Okay.
Because what AI is able to do is learn a lot about you. With generative AI, it can like tailor parts of the app toward you. Right. So I think there's no personalized social media platform for sports that exists because, well, if you follow multiple sports, you could probably feel that this kind of disconnect in the experience because it's like you have to keep track of all these different apps and like there's so much content you don't want to see, right? And it's like that gets annoying.
It does,
and it's
I
like
totally get that.
If I like the Trailblazers and the Lakers and like Michigan football and it's like that's all I want to see. It's like, and also learns about based on your behavior, like what kind of content you like to see. I think that in the near future, with social media platforms, Spotify, I think everything will be very personalized to the user using AI. So we're kind of riding that bandwagon, hopefully, in the sports industry.
Yeah, I mean, it's super interesting.
So you can
great idea.
Check out like the games, but also it's really like a social first app. So it's like imagine you can like follow people like Instagram.
Oh, nice. So you can connect and see what people are betting on.
See what people are placing locks on. So the lock interface is like, you literally just like scroll and swipe.
That's sweet. Is there a way to like interact with other people
Yeah.
as well?
So this is a groups feature right here. So a group could be like the entirety of Michigan, a public group, or it
Yeah.
could be like your frat, DTD, or it could be like just like your 3 friends.
Gotcha.
You can join public groups, private groups, and the whole idea of the group is like facilitating communication about sports, because like so many sports nerds are in a million group chats about random things, right?
Right.
Like I'm also with the gamification, like imagine you can see everybody in Michigan and like has the most ball knowledge at Michigan, because you get
Right.
points.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
So it's like
a little
and
competitive
also,
edge to it
which
too.
school has the most ball knowledge, Michigan or MSU?
That's actually a really good point. Builds community. It's like, yeah.
So we're hoping that with the gamifications, the competition, we're creating like a new culture
Yeah.
for like how fans engage with sports.
That's awesome. That's a
Yeah.
great idea. So how long ago did you start doing that? I mean, it looks like a pretty developed idea.
Yeah,
I mean, you already have the app.
It's been a couple months.
Yeah.
So we started in August.
Very cool.
Yeah, we tell people spring for the application for OIC and stuff. But
Yeah.
I met them in August, so I started working in August. But
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
man.
cool.
anyways, I mean, you're on the hunt for BMS right now. So you switched recently.
Yes, so BMS just works better with all my pre-med requirements. And I was meeting with my advisor, and transfer credit it's a tricky thing. Some credits get approved, some credits don't. Some credits get approved as like strictly for a department. Like, for instance, I might have to retake like Gen Chem Lab for my freshman year because it only got approved as like a general chemistry credit, right? Not like Gen Chem Lab, not a direct transfer. But I think if I want freedom to explore a minor and have more time to study for the MCAT, work, like the biggest thing for me is I'm published already. Like, I'm great on credits, grades are fine. I need clinical, and I need to do well in my MCATs. And in order to do that, I'm trying to set time aside in my schedule to prioritize those two things, especially my winter semester forward, junior year and on. And so I guess this upcoming semester and my fall semester, junior year, are going to be my last 2 semesters to really crank out all the required pre-med classes. And after that, it'll be, room to explore minors, study, all that stuff. Yeah.
So was your plan always pre-med?
Yes.
With BME as well?
Yes. So I have kind of a jaded perspective because I come from a family of doctors. Like, my father's a cardiologist. My uncle is a high-risk OBGYN doctor. My other uncle is a rheumatologist, and the other one is a plastic surgeon.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and my aunt went to, like, Yale Med School. My mom's a researcher, but still she's a doctor. So it's kind of like all I was raised around, right? But my first experience that really made me realize, like, medicine is what I want to do was I was 12, and I went on this medical mission to Belize because my father,
Medical
he does
mission.
these... Say it again?
Medical mission.
Yeah, medical mission
Like a
trip.
Christian
It was
thing, or?
Yes, a Christian thing,
Okay.
yes. But yes, we went on this medical mission, and it was more for me to just gain exposure and learn from, like, what is being a doctor really like, Plus, my parents wanted me to... this is something that I want to do first off. Like, I had to beg my mom, like, hey, I'm only 12 years old, but I want to go to, like, these rural outskirts of Belize to help people in these villages.
Belize?
Say that again?
Where's Belize?
It's in Central America. It's like
Okay.
right outside Guatemala. So if you see like Central America,
Yeah.
Guatemala, Honduras, Belize is on the very east side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's this around? Oh, okay. I got
There's
it.
Mexico right on
Yeah,
top
it's
of it.
right. It's right at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah, so we stayed in Corozal, which is in the top corner.
Yeah. You
I've-
doing screen recording too? Okay, but
I've been back 5 times now, actually. My last mission was in
Corozal.
2024.
is it dangerous over there at all, or is it?
Not so much. I mean, obviously there's parts of every country that are a little sketchy, but where we were staying was pretty fine. But we'd take buses. We'd stay in Corozal right
Yeah,
there,
on
and
the-
then we'd
on the
drive all the way up to the northeastern side and provide care to villages. But
Wow.
so that was the first time where I really saw what the patient connection, like the ability to connect with people one-on-one and provide longitudinal care, super, super eye-opening for me. So I fell in
You're
love
only
with
12
that.
years old.
Only 12, yeah, and I came
Wow.
back for 5 years up until 2024. Obviously not every year because of COVID. There were 2 years that I didn't go in a row. But and then I did research there also. We did a longitudinal hypertension prevention program, which is high blood pressure.
Okay.
It was actually we have all these statistics that we collected in 2023 that over 50% of Belizean adults have hypertension, which is ridiculous. Like, people are just walking around with high blood pressure.
What's the reason?
Diet, lack of exercise, genetics. it's influenced, like it's one of the most highly comorbid conditions that's linked with like, I mean, it can lead to, you know, heart failure, stroke, just overall reduced quality of life, all that stuff. But so my project was, we went there, and we were trying to, you know, first identify the root cause, and second provide education to be like, hey, you should stop, you should avoid eating these foods. Have social healthcare workers check in with patients who are at high risk for just heart failure from hypertension, all that stuff. Oh, the microphone is.
Oh, it's a big whack.
So yeah, so we went down there trying to identify the causes of hypertension, and what we ended up doing is we took a patient chart, or we took like a not really a survey, it was like an observational study of the prevalence of hypertension, right? And then we went back to the drawing board. We were like, hey, we have to get in contact with the Belizean Ministry of Health. We have to get a grant approved for the supply and to fund all these healthcare workers to check in with the people who are our patients who have hypertension. And then we have to have the grant to, you know, buy all the antihypertensive medications, blood pressure cuffs to monitor, all that stuff. So that was our the big hiccup was actually getting our project approved by the Belizean Ministry of Health. And I had to pitch this entire proposal, basically what I'm telling you, to all these government workers who, I mean, obviously they're fluent in English, but like they see this guy who's like, I was 16 at the time, like obviously not very well versed in medicine at the point, trying to pitch this, like, hopefully very impactful program to all these healthcare workers, and they kind of questioned my credibility, but thankfully it got approved. Definitely, it was not a solo effort. It was through our entire group, but yeah, so it's in place now, and we're monitoring it over.
You're still doing this?
Yeah, still doing it.
Wow,
yeah.
all these years
still
later.
collecting data, but now it's not so much hands-on. Now that we have everything in place, it's more on like the social workers, the healthcare workers there to check in with the patients, and then we just track from afar.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
Really impressive. So this hypertension, right?
Hypertension, yes.
Yeah. What? So I can't imagine it's the diet of like their local cuisine that's bad. Is
Yeah.
it like processed food?
No, okay, so
Or-
the thing is, like, I don't want to make generalizations, obviously, but they have this one seasoning. It's called, it's like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like this, they put it on everything, literally
Oh,
everything.
really?
And when I was there...
You know what it's called?
No, I forget.
Okay.
But the food is just salty, right? That's a big cause of it. Lack of exercise.
It's a lot of sodium.
A lot of sodium, yeah.
And why is it lack of exercise? Just like modern culture, kind of, or
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not living their lives, so I don't really know, but I think it's safe to say that being overweight kind of stems from a lack of burning calories, lack of being active. So, yeah. Sedentary lifestyle is definitely a big contributor to hypertension and all that stuff. Yeah.
I don't know if this is like related to what you're talking about, but I remember I read something about companies like Nestle setting up, I think factories or can you find this? Like factories or boats in some regions in South America and Brazil, I believe, and they were just like going out, like down like the river in Brazil, which is kind of far, but they were, like it's like these boats, like these Nestle boats in like South America.
Mm-hmm.
And they would go down and like try to sell like ultra processed food like ramen and Kit Kats to these communities, and a lot of local butchers and stuff were going out of business, and everyone's health was getting worse.
Yeah,
This is probably not related, but
I think I think a lot of it also has to deal with like availability and cost.
yeah,
A lot of the more ultra processed, high sodium foods that are just generally bad for you are cheaper, and they're a lot easier access. Like take this for example,
this is
right?
insane.
Um,
Nestle sponsored a river barge to create a floating supermarket that sold candy and chocolate pudding to the backwoods of Brazil. Look at the
Yeah,
photo,
exactly.
bro. Like this shit was pulling up in towns.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that before.
Okay.
That's wild. But yeah, no, it's the same thing like I'm talking about. Like it's all about accessibility. A lot of the times the food that's worse for you is the cheapest, right? Yeah, like you see, you go to the supermarket, you see ramen for 99 cents. You're like, hell yeah, that's dinner.
It's amazing.
Yeah, right.
Tastes so good too.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, but I think that's definitely a factor.
Yeah.
But
So, but this one, it's like, it's literally just a seasoning they use. That's so
well,
interesting.
it's definitely a lot more than that. But
Okay.
that's what makes a lot of their food very
Right,
salty.
but I guess like the
Yeah.
lifestyle
Yeah.
and high
Yeah,
sodium.
lifestyle, 100%.
Yeah, because I know in some regions, like your whole, like for example, where my dad's from, he lives from a village in the east of India called Assam. Assam is a
Okay.
state, but he lives in a village in Assam, and they have a really high carb diet. So like rice for breakfast, rice for lunch, rice for dinner, and because of that, it's like prevalence of diabetes and things like that are higher in those
Gotcha.
regions and in my family. So
Did your dad immigrate?
he did.
Okay,
Yeah.
mine too.
Okay.
Great.
Where are you? Like Thai?
Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Sick.
immigrant parents. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that? What you were born here, right?
I was born here. Yes.
Okay.
I was born in Durham, North Carolina.
Sick.
Yeah. So yeah,
When did they immigrate?
my dad immigrated when he was young. I think he was no older than like 5 or 6, but moved to Hawaii. Grew up in Hawaii.
Yeah, I saw the Hawaii sticker. Have you lived there too?
I haven't lived there for an extended period of time, but my
Okay.
entire family is over there.
Oh wow.
So I go back there every summer for up to a couple weeks. I wish I could stay longer because actually funny story, but my grandparents actually just moved to Columbus a couple weeks ago.
Ohio?
And they had lived there since my dad grew up over 50 years ago in Hawaii. So 50 years in Hawaii, they moved to Columbus, Ohio.
50 years is
It's an
crazy.
adjustment for sure.
Very
It's
different.
It's definitely an adjustment. And my dad said the same thing. Like when he moved from Hawaii, he went to school in Connecticut and he hated it. Like he hated
Because
it.
Hawaii's probably so slow, right?
Yeah, he was saying
Lifestyle.
like everything is just so chill. It's such the biggest thing that he was saying besides the weather is the community. Like in Hawaii, everyone's so friendly. Like for example, like honking your horn in Hawaii is a big no. Like it's so rude. It's like the worst thing you could do. But and then you go to like New York or somewhere in downtown Connecticut or even here in Ann Arbor, people are honking everywhere. It's just a culture thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully I haven't had to make any big moves like that.
Yeah, I wonder what my experience would be if I lived for an extended period of time in Hawaii. I mean, you've kind of had a little bit dabble in it. Like,
Yeah.
do you like that lifestyle, the slow?
Oh, dude, well, the thing is, I'm a very type A person. Like, I have to be busy all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I always am doing something. Even when I'm, like, resting, I have to be, like, doing something with my hands or, like, doing something. But, I mean, I really like visiting Hawaii. It's a great culture, great people, always so much to do. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And I guess, like, my experience is different because when we'll go down for many weeks, like, a week of it will be, like, visiting, or it used to be visiting my grandparents in, like, their nursing home, right? Or, like, visiting all the aunties and uncles. And then the other week would be, like, vacation, going to the beaches, going on hikes, all that kind of stuff. But, yeah.
So what island do they live on?
Oahu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the bigger one, or?
And it's the most
Or that's
touristy
the one
one.
with
It has-
Honolulu, right?
Yes, it has
Okay.
Honolulu.
I've
My
been there.
family is literally 20 minutes outside Honolulu in
Oh,
a place
sick.
called Moanalua Valley.
Yeah, I like Maui a lot. I went there when I was young.
Really?
Yeah.
Maui is one of my favorite islands.
Maui is
too.
nice. I went to Honolulu Island too, Ohio.
Yeah.
It didn't feel the same as Maui to me. It felt
Yeah.
a little more commercialized.
It's 100% more commercialized.
Yeah, I don't like that vibe.
It's very touristy. Like, I'm sure you went to Waikiki, which is like the big city. You see
Yeah.
Waikiki Beach and you see Diamond Head. It's
Yeah.
like whenever you see a picture of Hawaii on a
we did do
postcard.
that. Yeah.
That's what you see. But
I was so young.
next time you go, you got to go to Kauai. That's my favorite island.
That's your favorite?
It's the least built up, most most lush, best beaches. That's what I like personally. Like I don't like super built up commercial places.
Yeah,
like,
me either.
Yeah.
Kauai?
Kauai. Yeah. Look up Poipu in Kauai. Poi. Yeah, check that out. That's
I
the
love
cathedral.
hiking, so that's for me, bro.
Yeah, that we
That's
actually did a
amazing.
Zodiac boat tour where we took a boat all across the coast.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's less people here.
Much less people, yeah.
I feel like I always travel with my family, so I feel like this would be like a family trip.
Yeah.
Because like family want to do more sightseeing and stuff. This I feel like if I'm going with a small group of friends, just fucking around.
Yeah, that is we went there too. That is that's a canyon.
Waimea Canyon.
Oh, it says it there. Yeah. Waimea Canyon. Yeah.
Wow.
I went there when I was little.
So you're a big nature guy, huh?
I'd like to say so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to go out more, but sometimes my schedule just doesn't allow
Yeah.
for it. But
the U.S. is so great for that. There's just so much here.
yeah, but I do love to travel. I will say that.
Yeah.
We're going to Asia this summer for the first time.
Where? For the first year, you haven't been to China yet?
No, I haven't been to China. We were supposed to because okay, so all of my dad's extended family is in China, right? And all of his immediate family is in Hawaii. But we were supposed to do like this big family reunion in 2022, but with COVID restrictions in China, it was still pretty strict, so
Yeah.
we
Also,
didn't end up
try
going.
avoid touching the wire because
Yeah.
sometimes that makes it
Yeah,
wet.
yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, I forgot to tell you that, but keep going.
But we were gonna go to China in 2022, but ended up having to cancel.
Is it
so.
COVID? No, that's not for COVID.
No, it was because of COVID restrictions
Oh,
in
okay.
China.
They had a lot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they take it pretty serious. But we ended up just meeting them in Hawaii, so because it's like
chill.
equidistant. So
Yeah.
it ended up working. We got a vacation out of it.
That's sick.
But yeah, so we're going to we're between Japan and Thailand right now. We don't know.
So sick.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it'd be more adventurous. You know, like have you seen those like pictures of people boating and there's like the big lush mountains?
I probably have. I mean, it's probably your typical Thailand type of photo.
I saw this, bro. Look at this. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. It doesn't even look real.
I know.
But also Japan would be really cool because
Japan's
like
cool. Yeah.
I don't know. Both me and my brother are really into anime and always want to go to Japan.
Yeah. This is one thing. Pull up Shibuya. No, is it Shibuya?
Shibuya. Yeah.
Is that the anime town thing?
It's just a really like modern.
Wait, search up Shibuya. No.
SHIB. Yeah, there you go.
That's like the anime town, right? There was like
it's
one.
just super built up. Like look at that.
There's one like I can't remember if it's Shibuya or not. No, it wasn't Shibuya. I'm thinking of a different town. There's like a town in Japan, in Tokyo, that's like all decorated with like cartoon characters and anime characters.
Really?
It's really cool.
I've never been to a big city before, period. So this would be
really.
This is like part of the reason why I want to go to.
Like I said, Detroit doesn't really count, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Akihabara. This is sick. It's like they call it the electric town. Go to images. Yeah. It's like if you like anime, bro, you would love this shit. I mean, I'm not a big anime fan, but like it was still kind of fun to walk through it. So obviously those are not real. I mean, but like, like it's literally just decorated with anime all over the walls and everything.
Have you been to Japan?
I went last winter. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it. Yeah,
Very
it was a very interesting culture there. I mean, the people are much older. There's not much of a youth. I'm sure if you go to Tokyo and stuff, you'd find it. But we were like driving around, so it's a much older population. Their birth rate's like I think one of the lowest right now.
I saw that, dude. I saw a study where they're like hiring people to be like surrogate fathers so they can increase the birth rate. But anyway, that or surrogate mothers, but like that's not the right verbiage. But
it was crazy.
What do you think of Japan? Like, what was your favorite place to go? Because I'm trying to get insight so I can make a decision on whether I should go or go to Thailand.
I think you'd like it. Are you going with family or friends?
Yeah, family.
Or what? Okay, if you're going with family, Japan's a good pick because like there's not much of a youth population anyway, so you spend time with your family and everything. So
yeah,
we went to what I liked the most about it were the onsens. You can pull it up too if you want. But there's like, have you heard of an onsen?
Mm-hmm.
So there are these natural. It's gonna sound weird if I say it out loud, but it's pretty sick. So there are these natural hot springs.
Oh.
And you bathe in them, but you have to be fully naked.
That's sick.
It is pretty cool. So
that might be an awkward thing to do with family, but
yeah. So you can't go like guys and girls in the same one. There's some that are mutual, but like we went at nighttime.
Oh, that looks sick.
There are these like giant. There's some of these are bigger than this too. I think I went at that one actually. But you just go through and it's like at nighttime the lighting and everything is insane. I'll pull up some photos. I don't have any photos. Sorry, actually, we're not allowed to take photos there. But
that's really cool.
It's pretty sick.
It looks so relaxing. I feel like I definitely need that.
Natural warm water at nighttime in the cold because we went in the winter time. So
I'll have to tell my family.
So if you're going, you gotta definitely do it. There's some next to Mount Fiji, so we went to those ones.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't get a view of it, but like the same area. So.
How long were you in Japan for?
We were there for like 2 weeks.
Oh, it's a good time. It's a good length.
I'm trying to remember. I can't like think of any stories. It's been so long. But we drove around. We did a little road trip. It was fun. I got to drive in Japan actually, so it's
really.
Like, I've only driven in 3 countries: the U.S., Canada, and then Japan. And because their driving age is like 18, I think, for like rentals or whatever. So I was able to drive with a special permit. So I was driving this giant like car. It was like, because we did the booking a little bit late, and we always get a rental car.
Yeah.
And we were looking across every website, and we just could not find a rental car anywhere. So we were like, shit, what are we gonna do? And then somehow like my dad spent like so many hours hunting, and he found some shady website, and all they had was like the 6-wheeler car. Like, it's like a van. I wonder if you could like pull up, I can't remember the name of it. It's like, but it was like a 6-wheeler. It was a van. It was like 6 seats in it. It was pretty big.
That's good though.
So I was whipping that around Japan. It's like left-hand drive, so it was like so much fun.
That must have been weird, right?
Yeah, it was weird, but like surprisingly, if you're going slow, like you don't like mess up. So
that's good.
But I think driving in Japan, it's kind of surreal because like we did a drive from like Tokyo to Kyoto, which is like 6 hours. But the thing is, there's just mountains and nature the whole way, Because, like, if you drive in the U.S., like, there's some good parts of it. Like, if you're in the West, like, there's sure just good nature and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I've never done a drive for that long where it's just beautiful mountains around you the whole time. Because, you know, it's like Japan's on 4 plates. So they have insane mountains and scenery. So
I've seen pictures. It
Yeah.
does look really cool. I feel like if I were to go to Thailand or Japan, I definitely get my taste of, nature eye candy.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be pretty cool.
And I haven't been to Thailand, but if I had to pick right now, I'd probably pick Thailand.
Okay.
I've been wanting to go for a long time.
Do you think that's just because you've been to Japan already?
That's a good question. I think if I had to pick between them and I haven't been to either, I'd probably still pick Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've just heard so much about Indonesia. I've always wanted to go. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But it'd be sick, man.
It definitely would be cool. It'd be an adventure either way.
Yeah. So you like to travel? Have you you've not been to Asia before? Have you been Europe and stuff? Or?
We went to Europe 2 summers ago. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Summer before I went to college. Actually, yeah, it was like my graduation present.
Yeah.
But we did this cruise around the Mediterranean. So we started in Barcelona and we stayed there for a couple days, and then we took a cruise first to. We went to Florence, and we were there for a day, and then we went to Rome for a day.
Is Florence on the water? No, right?
It's close. It's
Okay.
like on the west side of
And
it.
you drive. Yeah.
Yeah, we like landed in port and then just drove around.
Yeah.
and
So through
all that
Tuscany.
stuff. Yeah, and then we went to Marseille,
Oh.
France, and then we went to.
Count of Monte Cristo.
I'm blanking on. There are like 2 islands that are right off the coast of Barcelona.
Tail would know.
I feel like it starts with an A.
The Balearic Islands.
It looks like no, it starts with an A. I'm pretty sure. Wait, look, Mallorca. That's what it is.
So it's in the region.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
I think that I can't believe I forgot because that was one of my favorite places.
Were
It
they trying to
looked
become like an independent country or something, or was that different? Was that Canton? Catalonia. Okay.
But Mallorca was like
Oh.
it was like Barcelonian architecture, but it had like a tropical feel. There were palm trees,
Ooh.
like sandy beaches. It was very
Yeah.
cool. It was awesome.
I've been wanting to do like a solo trip at some point.
To
Anywhere,
Europe?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Cause like I feel like traveling alone. Would be, like the thing is like, I just don't feel like I don't want to go to my parents and ask them for money to travel
Yeah.
alone. If I go with family, it's fine. They'll
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
me, But like I don't want to I don't have any of my own money right now. I'm just working on like my own projects and stuff.
Right.
So it's like I'm not been working, so I don't want to be like asking them for money to go on my own. I don't feel like I
Right.
deserve it yet. But at some point soon, I feel like when I deserve it or make some of my own money, I want to travel alone.
It's a motivation to earn some money.
Yeah.
I feel the same. I just don't know when I'll ever have enough money to do that myself.
Yeah. But it would be sick. Like it would be such an interesting experience. Like just being somewhere completely by yourself. Like what the fuck do I do?
Have you seen those videos where it's like, I flew here with no plan? Like they'll fly. I think like Casey Neistat did that, or like
Yeah.
Yes Theory. Have you heard of them?
I've not watched them, but like I've heard of them.
But
yeah.
they'll fly to a place with no money, no plan,
No
and just
money.
kind of like figure it out. And it ends up being like a super cool story.
Yeah, so they have to make money first, so they have to get a job first, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, they'll like fly there, and then they'll just like kind of backpack off people, stay in random people's houses, like barter for food.
I actually met
clothes.
someone who did that.
Really?
Yeah. It was my college counselor out of all people.
Really?
Her story is pretty crazy, so...
She did that same thing where she just traveled somewhere with no
so
money.
she has an interesting life story because she didn't like want to work a normal job. So what she started doing, she was in New York City. She began pet sitting for people
Okay.
while they were traveling. So she would stay at their house. So she didn't have a home.
But she could just go from place to place.
She didn't have a permanent home for years.
Really?
Yeah, and she would just hop around. I had it on the podcast too. It was pretty
Really?
insane. Yeah, it's episode like 30. But she would literally in New York for 3 to 5 days at a time. She'd stay at other people's houses and just bounce around New York. She would like bring all her shit on her backpack, get like a city bike, and get to the next place.
That's crazy. That's kind of that. She's definitely has some interesting stories.
Yeah,
I'll listen to that.
I'll send it to you. It was pretty crazy. I was so young at the time, so I looked so weird different. But the thing is, like, she started scaling that up, and then she found a husband too, right?
Yeah.
Who like kind of hopped on it with her with this lifestyle because like, he's working online now, so they have a little bit more money. And now she's not only pet sitting, now she's also like a college counselor online, and a pretty good one. So now she'll go like for months at a time and around the world. So for
That's
a little bit,
cool.
she was in Israel pet sitting, then she was in Japan pet sitting. So she's like bouncing around the world, fucking pet sitting and college counseling on her computer.
That's a cool gig though, because you can explore. You have so much freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's great.
It's like it's crazy to think that could actually work. Like finding that enough people who trust you to just be in their house, but she made it work. So
Yeah, but that's a wild story.
yeah, I guess it made me think that there's so much more we have like capable of in this world. Like you can really do anything you want.
Yeah.
There's no barriers anymore.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like I have to remind myself frequently, like, like I could do whatever I want right now, like it's an open world. I feel like we're so, like at least I am a very routine oriented person, so it's hard for me to deviate from what is so normal, Like I have the same plan, wake up at the same time every day, do the same routines, like I don't know, maybe like exploring different things is good.
Can you tell me more about like your routine? Like what's it
Yeah,
like?
yeah, like the daily routine,
Or
like,
yeah, you can tell me the daily routine, but also like your attitude toward life in a way.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I guess I could take this from a perspective. My computer shut off. I don't know if that's okay. I don't know if this is still working. Oh, we're good. We're good. I mean, in order to really like tackle this question, it's hard for me to answer this without really like going into like my backstory, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. So I guess I'll start in high school, because I guess I'll start in middle school, because that's kind of like what caused the catalyst of who I became. Because in middle school, I was bullied, as a lot of middle school kids were, but I feel like what set me apart from other kids that were bullied is because it was something that like I looked up to my dad a lot, right? And I was under these influences of like kids who were older than me, who were like in the gym, like doing all these really cool things. And as a kid, you look at your father and you're like, this guy's the strongest dude in the world. Like this guy's Superman, right? So I was bullied and I was like, damn, I want to be like this guy. Like I want to become like my dad. I need to get stronger. I want to be able to defend myself.
What did you admire about your dad, like when you were younger at least?
Oh, everything. No, he is literally like, if I wanted to be anyone in the world, anyone in history, it'd be him, because he tackles more than anyone could ever handle. Like he's an immigrant. He built his way up to being one of the top cardiologists in the Midwest. Wow. I mean, now he literally just ran for a government position and won with no experience. Like he can do anything. I genuinely think that man can do anything. So I'd like to be like him. Anyways, but he was a big inspiration for me growing up. Made me really realize how much potential all of us have, right? Because he came from nothing. He immigrated from China, really poor family. He worked all through it. Since he was 5, he was delivering newspapers, working at his family restaurant.
Old, bro.
Yeah, we had a family restaurant, Lamb's Chinese Kitchen, or the Chinese Kitchen, yeah. And so learned a lot from him about perseverance, dedication, all that stuff. And I attribute that to a lot of my work ethic in school and, in the gym, all that stuff. It's all synonymous, I feel. But in high school, I really got into, pushing myself physically. I was really into, bodybuilding. I got into fitness influencing, built a pretty big following on like Instagram, TikTok.
You still do it?
All that stuff. No, not anymore. My TikTok account got deleted, but I used to be big on, Yeah, I have an account. It's just smaller now.
Yeah.
But my Instagram is still pretty big.
Okay.
But
Ben Lamb.
it should be like lamb.strength. I only have 2 old videos up, and now it's just a lifting log. I just post all my lifting videos.
That's good.
But yeah, so I used to be really into fitness. In high school, I was like a pretty driven guy. Like never partied, never went out. Had a really close group of friends who was the same, like had the same mindset. And then I ended up actually tearing my hamstring, tearing my adductors, needing surgery, and that kind of threw me off. I was really into track, like I said. I was a jumper and runner, and then tore my hamstring, tore my adductor, and had to switch to more strength-based stuff. So I gave up, looking cool. I wanted to get strong, throw a ball far, and I went to college for that. So I guess now I'm here. Well, I obviously competed for a year at Tulane, throwing shot put and discus and all that stuff, which was a really, really cool time, really cool experience to be able to train and compete at the Division I level. Transferred, came here, and I guess here I am. But along the way, I learned a lot of lessons about perseverance, dedication, and passion. Passion, I feel like you can do anything if you have passion. Same thing with I learned this same lesson I learned from my mom, my dad, all these role models around me. They're all very, very passionate people. And when they have their mind set to something, and I feel like I'm the same way, if I want something, I will do everything in my power to get it. And I will not stop until it's done. And I feel like that is one of the big lessons that I learned along the way. Like, nothing will come to you if you don't go out and reach for it yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that kind of has led you to now, with every goal you have in life, you're very structured about it.
Yeah, very structured.
Yeah.
I plan out every step. My Google Calendar is a nightmare. And that's part of the reason why, I'm sorry this took a long time to schedule. I just have so much going on. But, yeah. So very definitely an ordered person, probably definition of type A. Like very, very, very,
Yeah.
very ordered.
It's funny because like I've seen elements of that in myself, but
Yeah.
like I bounce in and out of it a lot in a weird way.
Mm.
Because like definitely if you met me 2 years ago, you'd be like, I am the definition of type A, and I'm like the complete opposite. But it's like, I guess there's some things that have stayed constant, which I would call like the attitude toward life.
Yeah.
But like the details are always changing. Like in one stage of my life, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every day for like 3 months. In a
Yeah.
different stage of my life, I'm like, now I'm sleeping at 2 a.m. every day. But I'm
Yeah.
still like, I feel like the attitude has always been like win at what I want to do. And like before I was like trying to structure everything. Now I'm just like attack life head on. And it's
Yeah.
always been bouncing around. But so have you like noticed like changes in yourself over like your, like is there things that have stayed constant for you? Or, like do you kind of feel like you're the same like who you were before in terms of like your
Yeah.
approach to it? Or?
I think I definitely haven't changed personality wise.
Yeah.
But I think like you were saying, I think a balance of everything is important. Being too focused on something will like doing the same thing over and over again will just drive you insane. Like having a good balance of everything, like being slightly type B, giving yourself rest at times, having like being gracious to yourself, being able to self-reflect, being proud of yourself is a very important thing. And I feel like that's something that hasn't changed about me. Like, well, I guess something that has changed about me is my attitude towards my accomplishments and what I've been able to do is like back then I think it's kind of a byproduct of, you know, being bullied, always striving for more, like wanting to reach this ideal image of myself, is that I'd never really acknowledged the progress that I've made. But now, like, I feel like now that I've matured a little bit, I'm older, I can look back and be like, okay, this is, like, look at it from a more rational mind, being instead of like, oh, here's what I need to do, look at it, be like, here's what I've done, and what I can do in the future relative to that is, like, reasonable, you know what I mean? Instead of having, like, super high goals, I can look at it relative to what I've done in the past and set more reasonable goals, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like in a similar way, like that routine, that need for routine, has kind of led me in some points, like overthink a lot when I don't
Yeah.
have control.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like, over time, like one of the biggest struggles I've had. Like when you don't have control over something, you try to control it, but you just can't. I feel like that stresses me out sometimes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you deal with a lot too, or?
Yeah, no, I think, I think now I've just kind of decided to just roll with the punches. You know, I know that my life is only going to get more and more chaotic as I go through med school, as I go through whatever God has planned out for me in the future. I think being able to adapt to whatever circumstance that you're in and just accepting, you know, like this is going to happen, here's how I'm going to adapt to it, and here's going to be my attitude moving forward. I think that is a very important skill to have, and always looking at it from a glass half full optimistic perspective, which is like, so this is something I struggle with. I'm a very pessimistic person, but I think always having hope and always having passion are two very important things that will keep you afloat when you're drowning and, you know, like uncertainty and you feel like you're losing control. Just having some faith that, you know, will work out because I'm me and I can handle this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So when you say pessimism,
Yeah.
it's more that you think that you're not going to succeed at something?
I guess it's more like expect the worst, hope for the best. Like I'm preparing myself for a worst case scenario.
Okay.
And I think that like I'll orient my mindset in a way, this is not good by the way, but like I'll orient my mindset in a way that I'm prepared to receive, you know, the worst possible outcome. And if it does come, I won't be surprised. It's not like, oh, I think I did great. It could be like, oh, I probably did really bad, but if I did really good, great. That's not a great way to look at things at all. But that's unfortunately the mindset that I had developed,
Yeah.
and now I'm working towards changing. Yeah.
Interesting. Is it easy to change that?
I just say do what you can. Like put all you can towards whatever effort you're doing, and any like whatever perspective you take after the fact that what you wanted to do is done. As long as you know that you truly did all that you can and you put in your 100% best effort, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, because I feel like when I enter that mindset of like expect the worst always happens. So I stop expecting the worst. I just expect the best happens. Then
Yeah.
it's like weird.
Yeah, it's probably a psychological thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like there have been some studies saying like kids who go into taking a test, the positive attitude, do better than kids who go in with like a negative attitude.
Yeah,
I
I just
know,
lie to
like-
myself at this point. Like I'm gonna do great. I mean, obviously I'll put the input in. I'll
Yeah.
say everything. But
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great way to look at it,
Yeah.
for sure.
So do you find this like peaceful? Like the lifestyle of like, even though like you're in this chaos, it's like in a weird way it's peaceful.
I definitely
Like,
think that I find comfort. I wouldn't say peace, But I'd say like what I do every single day is the same. Like wake up, go to class, study, go to class, eat, study, lift, eat, study, sleep. Like that same thing over and over again. Like it is comforting knowing that nothing new will be thrown at me. But like same thing, expect the worst, hope for the best. In case something does happen, I'll be ready for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I do find comfort in having to do the same thing every day. And then like part of the preparation and doing that same thing, like part of doing the same thing every day makes me prepared for anything going forward. And that's like an effort to try and help me change my mindset, being like, oh, I am ready for this, instead of like, oh no, this is gonna suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interesting, man. So, do you ever feel like does this ever drive you insane or no?
Like the work?
Like just the same thing over and over again, or you're just
No.
like you're excited for doing it again tomorrow?
No, I mean the thing is like I know what I'm working for, and I'm very passionate about what I want to do, and I know that every single day is a step closer to achieving that goal. And it does help that, you know, if it might be the same thing over and over again, but what I'm doing is something I'm passionate about. Like, I love training, I love eating. I'm really interested in what I'm studying. Like, everyone hates organic chemistry, but I actually like it.
Yeah.
I like physics, I like all that stuff. So I think it's like orienting your mindset into kind of like I get to learn about this stuff. Like, this is a blessing that I'm at a great university, learning all this cool stuff. Having perspective makes it not seem too overwhelming or doesn't make me feel like I'm going insane.
Yeah. So what are all the things you're doing right now? So you have school for pre-med.
Yeah.
Powerlifting.
Yeah.
And then
I just finished up my research. I was doing orthopedic research at Ohio State, and I just finished that up. Submitted all the manuscripts, and then now I'm just sending emails trying to get research for this upcoming summer. But I'm also involved in the pre-med fraternity, so I'm Phi Delta Epsilon.
Okay, that's Phi D, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Phi D.
Yeah.
But
I remember I've met some people in Phi D, but I just don't remember who.
oh yeah, I'm sure you have. They're all like super social, really nice people.
Yeah. You know Max, the freshman?
Yeah.
Okay, he's cool.
Max is nice.
Should be coming on the podcast soon.
He is.
I think so. I think January.
He has a podcast too.
I
Doesn't
know.
He?
I was telling you, he released like one episode. So
I feel like didn't he interview like the head of Michigan Medicine or something?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that. It was
I hope he makes some more
fun.
videos. He only made one so far.
You guys should collaborate. That'd be fire.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, a little cool.
But yeah. So doing Phi Delta Epsilon, I'm involved in some other just like cultural stuff like Hawaii Club, exercises, medicine, just like.
I wonder
fun
if
clubs.
Bronson and Braden are in the Hawaii Club. Do you know Bronson and Braden?
It's not familiar.
They're two Asian twins from Hawaii.
Do you know Jared?
Jared?
Yeah, the skater guy.
Skater guy.
He's the one guy from Hawaii, apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah, I guess
Very
everyone knows
cool.
people from Hawaii, man. Fuck.
There've been a couple people who I've met who have like seen my tattoo and they're like, "Oh my God, are you an
Yeah.
Islander?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, I have like all
Such
these
a cool thing to
connections
say.
here." It
Oh,
is
yeah,
a cool
from
thing to
Hawaii.
say.
Fuck you guys.
But it's definitely it is cool.
Yeah. Where do you want to live? Do you want to live Hawaii, U.S.?
Wherever I can get a good job. If I had to pick, like, I really don't have too many preferences. I don't want to be in a super landlocked state. I don't want to live in like
the
Idaho.
water?
No offense to people in Idaho, but like I'd rather not.
Yeah, Idaho's
Like-
not bumping, bro.
No,
Don't worry.
bro. No.
They got
Like
potatoes.
Kansas,
though.
I
I
don't
love
really.
potatoes.
You said what?
I love potatoes though.
Oh yeah, that's true. Where are you from again?
I'm from Jersey.
Jersey. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good place.
I like Jersey. It's a good place to grow up. I don't know if I want to live there when I'm older.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like somewhere on the East Coast would be pretty cool. I think I'd like to do internships at like DC or like San Francisco.
You like DC?
I've never been,
Yeah.
but
Heard it's the hood, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the SF.
I was looking at this internship through the NIH, the National Institute of Health, and then it's at DC, and ideally that'd be a really cool place to do an internship. So maybe I could go there, feel out how living at DC
Yeah.
or in a bigger city.
So
would
what
feel.
were you researching?
This past summer?
Yeah.
Periprosthetic joint infections following total knee and total hip arthroplasty. So it's basically like if someone gets total stage knee revision arthroplasty,
What's that?
it's just a knee surgery.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's different infections that can ensue after that.
Oh.
The way it works is like the knee gets replaced with this joint, like a prosthetic joint, and there's a spacer in between that's coated with antibiotics that prevents infections from forming. And we were basically examining the different, like the efficacies of different antibiotic treatments, the different kinds of spacers used. Like we had like the static spacer, which prevents knee movement. and an articulating spacer, which will pause, but
So you're making,
allows
like,
the knee to
fake-
move.
oh, okay.
Yeah. And also different like kinds of infections, like fungal, bacterial. It was more like just examining patient outcomes given these different scenarios.
So have you worked directly with like patients who've needed these kind of surgeries, or
Say it again?
have you ever like seen like worked kind of closely to these patients as well?
No, everything I did was manuscript writing.
Okay.
So I would analyze data, write like an introduction, abstract, methodology. That's all I did. I just did that for many papers, and that was it. But yeah, and just analyzing data from a patient database, all that stuff.
Yeah,
So.
that's sick, dude. It's very niche, but it's very
It
interesting.
is very niche, but it's
Yeah.
really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think ortho is something that I'd like to go into, and hopefully I can learn some more about it this summer. So
Human body.
yeah, the human body. Yeah.
Yeah, powerlifter and loves the human body. Yeah,
Very
can't
yeah,
be
it's
surprised.
it's always like a kind of an archetype. Like the ortho bros are
Yeah.
like usually like gym goers. who-
Yeah.
yeah, all that stuff.
Okay. Usually kinese majors, but you're a
Yeah.
unique one.
Yeah, I was thinking about being a kines major, but I didn't really think about that when I applied. Like I know
Michigan's
these
kinese is so good.
Say it again.
Michigan's program is so good.
Yeah, it's like number one in the nation.
I'm
Isn't
pretty
it?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to consider it. But
Yeah, it's still a time, I guess.
do you know what sector of CS you want to go into?
Yeah, I've thought about it. So, it's not like I have any particular interest in like a field. It's more just like I like to build things.
Yeah.
And I'm like interested by all these random things. Like as long as I'm like somewhere where I can solve problems and contribute to something I find cool, I'm pretty satisfied. I feel like a startup could be fun, either my own or just like
Yeah.
joining a startup.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that environment, the culture around that, like I do want to enjoy what I do. I'm not super OD about like some specific thing, but like in general, I want to be around people I like being around and work towards
Right.
something that's cool.
Right.
Right. Because like working with a small group of guys on a cool project, something you care about or something you can see is making some real world impact. As long as I'm doing something along those lines,
Yeah.
like I'm satisfied.
That's great.
So
You're saying you're interested in a bunch of like random things.
yeah, I'm like I go down all these rabbit holes with it.
What's your current like fixation, or what's something that you've learned recently that you're like, oh, this is really cool.
Something I've learned recently. I feel like there's nothing particular. It's more that I feel like I have this innate curiosity about random things. And
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what drives me to do this, because when you do like 130 of these, like everyone kind of has a different story.
Is that what we're on right now? Is this
Yeah,
130?
131.
131.
Done a
Oh, I
lot
get to
of
sign the
these.
board too,
Yeah,
right?
you get to. I think Aryan, Akil's right there, 120.
Oh, really? I didn't know you interviewed all that. That's awesome.
Akil's over there. Aryan is 98, right up there in the top right.
Very
I don't know if you know
cool.
Luke Jurstad. He used to powerlift. I had an Olympic weightlifter on here too.
Oh, I used to do Olympic
Yeah.
weightlifting too.
That shit's insane to me. Like power cleans and stuff. Drew
Oh, dude.
Bandelo is somewhere on there.
That oh yeah, really cool.
So yeah, this is 72
Oh,
onward.
that's Charlie, right, from the gym, the bodybuilder.
I think that's Charlie Copeland. But
Charlie
he's,
Copeland.
He's up there.
He's up there too.
79, 97, 119.
Very cool.
Yeah. So he's been on 3 times. But
Yeah,
you definitely know a lot of these guys because you go to Palmer all the time. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'll have to send you the link. You can like scroll through see who you recognize.
Is that how you meet a lot of these people? Just at Palmer or just in random
Yeah,
places?
it's like I guess the mindset toward it is that it's like it goes with me wherever I go because like, I want to do one every week no matter what. And I started this 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. It's been 25 months.
Yeah.
I've never missed a week.
Yeah,
I've
math
been-
checks out.
Different countries. I've been in high school, college, summer break, and no matter where I am, it's like we keep going, and it's like it kind of forced me to meet new people, to start conversations with people. Like when I'm here, it's like people from class, people from gym, my friends, people I meet. So it's like as I'm meeting people, Michigan, it's easy, you know, like
Yeah.
at Palmer, wherever you meet people. But it gets kind of fun when you're either traveling or you're like
Yeah.
at
No,
home, and it's like fuck, I actually gotta find people. I can't sit in my room all day. So,
that dedication is actually it's super admirable.
I
Being
appreciate
able to
that.
stick to that for not missing a single week for over 2 years, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like I had to fly to India 2 weeks ago for like this emergency thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I gotta film something. So literally, me and my sister in a hotel room, just like talking about shit. So
Still, I mean that's really admirable that you can still
Yeah.
get that done.
I appreciate that,
Mhm.
but I think when you start the streak, you don't want to break it. So it's like let's just not break it now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and plus
Um,
now you can say that you kept it up for like 131 weeks.
Yeah,
That's
I want to
pretty
do it
crazy.
for the rest of my life if I can.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if I got 80 years old doing this shit.
That'd be so
pretty
cool,
sick.
and it's like a virtual like time capsule
Yeah,
too.
time
you can
capsule.
go back and see what your perspective was like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
And
oh, damn.
you gotta check in too, like what was going through Ben Lam's mind.
Yeah, right,
November
yeah.
15th.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
hopefully in 10 years I won't think I'm saying anything dumb.
Nah, you're a smart guy. I was with my friend just now in the dining hall, my
Yeah.
friend Xander, and he was just telling me something that was so interesting that, you know, we're gonna be the first generation where our kids will have so much access to our childhood.
Yeah.
Because your parents show you like these photos every now and then. It's like so sick. Like, oh my god, look at that
Yeah,
photo.
exactly.
And it's
oh
like
my God.
I have like 1,000 photos to show my kids. And then with this, it's like they'll literally be able to see everything that was going through my mind at every stage of my
They'll
life.
look up our like Instagrams when we were little, like our TikToks, bro.
Oh,
like,
no, we're
they'll
fucked.
see everything. Yeah, they'll see
Dude,
everything.
Imagine seeing your mom dancing on TikTok, bro. Like, oh my god, you're fucked. That's my mom, bro. That's my mom.
That's a good point though. Like it really is like the digital footprint is a very real thing, and you'll be able, like, who knows how extensive that'll be in the future too.
Does that scare you at all? Like where
No,
tech is going?
I don't really have. I mean, I don't have anything to hide. Like, you literally look me up on TikTok and you'll see like videos of me posing, being like, biggest 15-year-old. That's the worst it gets. That's
Well,
like,
I guess like does like the progressive technology scare you just in general?
there's nothing I can do about it, so why worry about
So
it?
just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is something that like, on the computer. There you go. But it's definitely something that is concerning. But like, what can I do?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah,
Just go with the flow, enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
So-
looking excited more than anything.
You are?
Yeah, I'm like. I mean, the things we could do these days, like I think the last few years with ChatGPT and stuff, I'm sure everyone's been experimenting a little bit. Like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
can I make this shit do?
Yeah, I'm on ChatGPT all the time, just saying like,
too much.
create this,
Yeah,
or like,
it's getting bad.
what's that like? Sora.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's crazy. You could make like really,
Pull up
really
Sora's Explore
realistic.
page, bro. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, there's something about the Explore page where I see these photos and they just make me feel a certain kind of way.
Really?
And I just can't describe it.
I don't think I've never been on here before, but create a username like
Max. Bet. Damn. Oh no.
that.
No way it's taken. No way it's taken.
That's a niche name. I can't believe that Ben's taken.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, there we go. I think they changed it to just video, but I hope it's not just stay on old Sora. I hope it's okay, yeah, like
Jake Paul 6'7".
like look at these AI generated photos. 6'7".
That's actually so. Look, is that X?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Who knows how realistic it's gonna be? Gus Fring.
I've seen some crazy shit on here.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy videos on like, Instagram Reels. Okay.
But like this is addicting to me. Like I just
It's
want to
not
keep
funny, bro.
scrolling and just see like hug time with the it just
Go on.
It just
Yeah.
makes you think, slow down a little bit. Like it just makes you like look at that photo in the middle. Like scroll up, like what the fuck is going on there? Is this so magical? Or like the one with like the 3 wolves.
Yeah.
Like, that is just I could scroll this all day. It's like inspiring in a way.
Have you seen the videos where it's like AI 2 years ago and it's a video? Have you seen that video of it's like Will Smith
No.
eating spaghetti 2 years
No.
ago and it's like AI now?
It's like a clip?
How much? Yeah.
Pull it
and,
up
and
to
how,
it.
how much it's progressed in 2 years?
Have you seen it,
Yeah.
Tayo?
Yeah.
2023 versus 2025.
Is your brain ready? This
Like, this is 2 years ago. This is 2023.
This is AI?
Yeah, this is AI.
Will Smith
Wow.
ate spaghetti back in 2023. Wild, huh? Brace yourself because only 2 years.
I'm not sure what's going on with the audio, but
AI
I'm enjoying watching this.
The jumping quality is my.
Oh, that's not. I thought that was a video. Wait. Oh, okay. That's pretty insane.
It is. It's insane. Like before, they couldn't even render his face. Like, look at that.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Looks like you know what I'm thinking about, right?
What?
I'll tell you later. I can't say it live.
Look at that difference, bro. Imagine where it's going to be in another like 2 or 3 years.
Dude, but I could literally live on Sora, bro. It's like, in a weird way, it's like it's inspiring, but in a way I can't describe. Like it makes you want to do something, but I just can't figure out what. I don't know if anyone gets that feeling, but
Do you think with your CS stuff, AI? I know you were saying what you want to go into in the future, but like, do you think you could see yourself working with stuff like this,
Yeah.
like Sora AI,
that shit would be sick.
developing it?
That shit would be sick.
Okay,
I would love that.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be very
mean,
cool.
Yeah, literally anything, honestly, bro. I've been called it. Like I can do anything.
Yeah, CS is one of those fields where it's so open. You can literally
Yeah.
like do. You could develop whatever. You develop whatever you want.
I want to kind of dabble in as many things as I can. Like one of the analogies I was telling my friend like 4 podcasts ago was, right now as like a young guy, I just want to build like a solid toolkit.
Okay.
Of my hammer, my screwdriver, my nails, and that toolkit could be CS skills plus. I feel like I want to get a little bit of hardware skills too because CS is so saturated. Plus like business skills, networking skills.
Right.
Then we can build like a solid toolkit. right now, then it's like you can just go about life and like the plumber can like fix anything in the house, like the door or the toilet. Like I want to be able to fix anything in the world with that toolkit and just like kind of dabble of like they need me to make an app over there. Okay, maybe I'm working on that for a little bit. They want to build an airplane. I can help out that.
Yeah.
Want to help like people in that South American country. Maybe I can use CS somewhere over there. It's like
Right.
if I have a toolkit, all of a sudden I have the flexibility to like do anything.
Yeah.
That freedom is kind of exciting to me because it's like, do I want to build a rocket ship today or do I want to build a surfboard? And
Yeah.
it's like, or do I want to build some like crazy app or some maybe some COVID-19 tracker CS thing. I feel like with software, you can dabble in any field.
100%.
And that's exciting to me because it's like, you know, there's so much I want to do in this world, and I'm like every few months, like I have a new passion. Like I want to learn to surf right now. It's kind of something I want to do.
Learning to surf?
I think I have a list.
It's
I have
harder
a
than you
giant.
think.
I have a giant note sheet of like I want to try skiing, surfing, all these things I haven't tried, like a lot
Yeah.
of physical stuff.
Yeah.
Like books I want to read, and all these things I want to try. And I mean, every time I do a podcast with someone, there's like new things going through my mind of things I
Yeah.
want to try. So
Absolutely.
and I feel like that mindset goes beyond just like things to try, but also things to build and like do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just hoping I can build enough skills that over the next, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 years of time I'm working, I can just like try so many random things.
Yeah.
And just see what what I'm capable of, really. So
That's an interesting perspective about it. You're definitely like a very ambitious, like, go-getter person. I respect that a
I
lot.
appreciate that. I mean, I see the same in you.
Oh, I have one more question because I know that I got to get going pretty soon. But with all these people that you interview, I know a lot of these people are probably also like very type A. Do you see similarities between people like me, people like you, like similarities in the conversations that you have with like the ones that we had today? Do you see a lot of parallels with a lot of these people? Because I'm sure it might be kind of boring, asking the same kind of questions over and over again, right?
Yeah, I'll answer that in two ways, I think. I think that a lot of people have asked me, like, what's like the coolest thing you've learned?
Yeah,
Or what's the craziest story you've heard?
yeah,
And honestly, the coolest thing I've learned has nothing to do with like a specific story or something a guest has told me, but in a weird way, I feel like I've just taken I've just finished a college degree in human nature. I feel like that's what the last 131 episodes have been, because I feel like our perception of people is so interesting because most of the interactions you have with friends are short in snippets, between sets in the gym, between classes, you're always in a rush.
Yeah.
Everyone has things to do.
Yeah.
Even if you're hanging out with friends, you open your phone for 2 minutes. There's no long form, like sitting down for an hour or two straight with no distractions of
Right.
literally just me and you.
right.
Right? And like doing that every week for years now has taught me a couple of things. I think the first thing it taught me is that we're all very similar. Very, very similar. Like there's almost never a time where someone like gets up and says bye and I'm like, I didn't find like so many things in common with this person. Right? I'm sure you probably felt a lot today. Like there's a lot of things that are going
Absolutely.
through my head. And the frequency at which that happens, whether it's, obviously Ben Lamb, go-getter out here, like winning in the gym, winning at school, winning at life, versus even someone you never expect I have anything in common with based on my first perception of it. It's like you learned that we all have so much in common. Like life is like this web.
Yeah.
But you also see so many patterns in the person sitting here, plus the person sitting next week, plus the person sitting last week. It's like, despite how different we are, we're all so similar as well in like the way our brain works, the way we think, the way we act. And just sitting back here and just like experiencing that has been such a thing I've struggled to describe to people. But it's like I feel in my day-to-day life now that I can just like feel that in other people, like something about human nature that's hard to describe in words, but this feeling or this realization how similar we really are. And it's kind of made me enjoy life more because it's like I feel like I can relate to everybody in a weird way, and it's like connect with a lot of people. So
I think that's like a really mature take. I feel like a lot of what like you do every single week is you get people in a setting that they're never really in. Like very rarely, I don't think I've ever sat down face to face with a guy and just talked for an hour. Like literally just let a conversation ramble. There's always been so many other external things going on. Like someone had to go do something else. Like you said, like in between sets at the gym. Honestly, that's probably the bulk of my social interactions is like, oh, I'll see someone passing by, talk to them for 30 minutes or 30 seconds, or I'll like get lunch with someone. That's the longest I'll talk to someone for the entire day. But very rarely, I think, do people have these face-to-face connections where they're just truly genuine, open, talking about their perspectives, talking about life. So I think it's a really, really cool thing that you're doing. I'm real grateful that you allow me to come on here and talk, open my mind to you, and learn about your perspectives. tell you about my perspectives. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and I know you gotta get going, but there's like a million more things on my mind.
Oh,
I'm sure
I can stay for another like 5-10 minutes if you need me to.
cool.
Of
Yeah,
course.
we can always run this back as well.
Yeah,
in the winter.
absolutely.
You should do like if people like enjoy it, you should do like once a semester. If
Yeah,
you want to come back.
yeah.
later. So,
I have a phone call at 8:30. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Just a phone call.
Yeah, just a phone
Okay.
call. It's actually about whether we're going to Japan or if we're going to Thailand. Yeah.
Oh, that's an important phone call.
Yeah,
So what's your pick?
Dude, I don't know. I know my dad wants to go to Thailand, my
I'll
brother
say
wants to go to
Thailand.
Japan, and my mom wants to go to Japan.
Oh, family feud.
So I'm kind of like, the weight is on me to pick Thailand to like even it out. Because if I were to pick Japan, then they're like, then I guess we're going to Japan. Then my dad would be pissed.
Let's ask Teo what he thinks. Would
Yeah,
you,
Teo, would
have you been
rather
to
go to
either?
Japan, or would you rather go to Thailand?
I think probably go Thailand right now.
Yeah, I want to go to Thailand.
Wow.
Indonesia, baby.
Right now, and then Japan like later in a few years.
Yeah.
That's what I would do in this situation.
I don't know. Thailand's like exciting.
I wish I was so decisive. I wish I was as decisive as you guys.
You don't think you're a decisive person?
No, I think I am. I think that's why I'm like so uncomfortable. Like, I have to like, I don't know. I feel like both options are great, so I can't really go wrong.
Hey, go both. One Thailand this year, Japan next year.
Yeah.
But whenever you get a chance
That's an
to.
expensive.
Japan is
expensive
pretty.
option,
Yeah,
but-
they're both pretty far.
Yeah.
But one day I'll probably go Thailand now and bring my kids to Japan when I'm older. That'll be the plan.
Yeah.
If I were in your shoe.
That would be cool. That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah, man. So, when you went to Europe, and you did the cruise, so did you? I've never been on a cruise before, so would you? How much of the time would you spend on the boat, and like, do you have like a day or two or three at a time when you're getting off and exploring, or like, what's the balance like?
We had 2 sea days just where we were sailing from port to port, but usually you dock at the port at like 5 in the morning. The port opens so you can walk off at like 7. And you're there from like 7 to 7 or like 6 to 6 or something like that. And usually it was like 12 hours. We did it through Celebrity Cruise Ship, which was awesome. It was a great cruise line. But yeah, we tried to make the most of it because like, I mean, the cruise ship is there, but the port isn't, you know what I mean? Like you have the cruise ship for a week and you have a whole week to explore the cruise ship, but you're only at port for 12 hours. So we'd be so tired, like, honestly, we probably should have rested more, but we'd spend the entire 12 hours in like Rome, walking around Rome, doing all these different sightseeing tours, exploring all these different places. But we definitely made the most of it. And I mean, I don't regret anything for sure. I just think I should have slept more.
Hey, sometimes you do that, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta go all out.
But it was definitely a really, really cool experience. But
Yeah.
I was also very stressed because that was the month before I had to leave for Tulane to I left for Tulane early to start training for track. So I got there early and I was like all stressed because I have all this training to do. Like I was trying to make do of like the cruise ship gym, which was suboptimal.
Cruise ship gym?
Yeah.
That's sick.
To like get my training in, like I had to get my diet right, but we were in Europe and like there's all these different like the drinking age is 18. You can there's all these like wine tasting things, all this food, like all these cool things to do. Like you're walking around all day, so you're dehydrated. I don't know, but I don't regret it at all, and it ended up being fine. I went to Tulane, and training was fantastic. It was a cool experience. But
Sometimes those breaks are worth it, man. Sometimes you just need a reset.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good reset.
Yeah. Do you ever? So are you like these days? Are you probably really particular about where you sleep and everything too? Like,
I try to be. I have a Whoop, and I only
Yeah.
wear it for sleep because I found that it's not really accurate. Track like my calories and
Okay.
all that stuff.
So it tries to track the calories like you burn, or
It does. I actually don't really look into that very much. The only thing I really use it for is sleep
Yeah.
because that's something that I
That's what it's
definitely
made
need to
for.
improve.
Yeah.
Sleep is like the number one wonder drug that people underuse.
did you read that Matthew Walker book?
No, I didn't.
He says it the same way.
Have you? Wait,
I did
really?
a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's studies that show that like getting over 8 hours of sleep is the same. It has the same testosterone boost in men as like taking like 250 milligrams of testosterone. Yeah, it's like literally like it's like a wonder drug, and people like I'm guilty of this too. I don't sleep enough. But
Really?
Definitely.
How much do you
not.
get right now?
Oh, let me show you actually. Let me look at my Whoop.
I'm scared to see the G kill or whatever you.
I probably average between 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night. But on weekends, I try and get closer to 8 or 9. But
Okay.
I have morning classes. I have 8 a.m.s, and I'm always up late studying, so I probably go to bed around like 1 and then wake up at
Do you
like
get used to
7
it?
to 8.
Like, does it affect you day to day? Like, do you feel fine usually, or?
No, I don't feel fine. But on days where I need a pickup, that's where stuff like coffee and pre-workout and all that stuff is good.
Yeah.
But I guess like on better days, I'll sleep closer to 8 hours. But next semester, I'm definitely scheduling some later classes so I can sleep in and
Yeah.
prioritize that.
I mean, these days I just can't do without 9 hours. Like,
You sleep 9 hours
I sleep
every
9
night.
hours.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, it's
You probably feel like Superman. I like.
it's funny
Oh,
because
dude.
I do think everything in life is relative. So it's like one night if I get less, it does feel pretty shitty. But I'm sure
Yeah.
that's not how bad it feels for people who normally get 7. So it's
Yeah.
like hard to tell because you get used to it too. But
100%.
I'm just like so much in a routine now for like I don't know how many years that it's like the last time I was getting less sleep was like sophomore year of high school.
Really?
Because sophomore year of high school I was getting like. Cause I didn't really care in sophomore year of high school, so I'd sleep at like 12, wake up at like 7, 6. So it was like,
Yeah.
I was still getting a good amount of sleep because it's always something I valued, but
Yeah.
it's like I'm more unpredictable about it than junior year. I started being really strict about it, about like getting 8 to 9 hours, and then my sophomore year of college, which is now, I'm like less strict about it, but it's more like I'm less strict about the time I sleep. So if I sleep at 2, I'll just put an alarm on for 11, but it's like sometimes I'll wake up before that, but I give myself typically 9 hours of sleep. Like I
That's
usually
great.
don't sleep that late, but I usually get like pretty much 9.
Yeah, sleep. Yeah, that's something I'm definitely jealous of, and I don't know how people like my mom, my dad, who don't sleep very much at all. I don't know how they function. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna function in the future when I'm gonna be working, long hours, being busy.
Pre-med is
waking
one of
up
those
early.
things, man.
Yeah, I guess sleep deprivation is part of the game at
Yeah.
a certain point, but yeah. So I'm functioning like that's like my baseline. I think like 6.5 hours. I think is like
Yeah.
baseline.
Interesting, man. So do you feel the noticeable effects of it day to day?
Well, I feel like, like I'm not that tired, and I can function just fine. Like I'm definitely doing fine, but I feel like if I were to sleep more, I think the biggest thing that it would affect would be like my recovery, my progress in the gym. Like I feel like that probably is the one thing that I'm limiting myself with. Like I could progress faster if I were to sleep more, obviously, but like that's something that I'm trying to work on, but consciously not doing at the same time.
It's a hard one, you know. It's
Yeah,
the
and-
most routine kind of thing in your life.
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah. The circadian rhythm is a stubborn thing. That, at least in my opinion, like there's some things saying that like you can change it in 4 days. I think that's bullshit. I've tried, but like I always end up still. I'll try and go to bed at like 11, and I'm still up at 1 trying to fall asleep. But I don't know.
That's hilarious.
That's just
yeah.
me.
I mean, I gotta tell you a story because when I went to India 2 weeks ago, I was so jet lagged.
Oh,
So-
I believe it. The time difference.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
like, what, 10, 12 hours, something like that. So when I got there, I was sleeping like so late every day, like probably 2 to 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I only sleep for like 4 or 5 hours and just wake up because I just couldn't sleep. So I was like, days I was sleeping for like 37, I'm like, and then like I'd be like awake in the morning, then like by 4 p.m. I just crash and sleep again. So my routine was terrible over there.
Yeah.
But like, when I got back here, for a period of time, I was awake for 25 hours straight.
Awake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, maybe that doesn't seem like a lot at first, but if you think about it, like
No.
typically you're asleep for 10 and awake for 14.
I
So
did the
25
same.
is like a full like cycle.
Yeah, dude, did you get to the, like, I remember I was, like, so nauseous, so out of it, like, I couldn't even, like, my skin felt, like,
Yeah.
weird, I did the same thing when I flew to Europe, because, like, obviously the time goes forward, right, so when you're flying from, I think we flew from, like, Chicago to Barcelona, and we basically flew through the entire night, right, and we landed at 7 in the morning in Barcelona, had to go through a whole other day. I can't sleep on planes.
That was my story, too.
I can't sleep sitting up at all, so I kind of just was up all day, because it was a night flight, so we flew through the night, landed in the morning in Barcelona. But I was like up all the previous day, up all night, then all up the next day, and then I couldn't sleep that night because
Oh
I was
my
so
God.
overtired. So I was up, I think, for like close to 36 hours.
36?
That's I got to get used to that because those have you seen those stories about like residents back in the day how they'd
I think so.
my dad he'd be telling me that like he'd work 12-hour shift, work all night, work all the next day, all that next night, so 48 hours, and then the next morning.
How do you even do that? would
I
just
have
fall
no
asleep.
idea, but he has like horror stories. Like my mom was pregnant with me at that time when he was a resident, right? And she'd be like super pregnant, like 8 months pregnant, mowing the lawn, and because he's just passed out from work. Like, he was falling asleep at the wheel. My mom was telling me this funny story where he'd be driving home, and she'd have to tell him, like, tell me what you're seeing right now on the road. How many cars are in front of you? Just to, like, keep his brain stimulated to keep him from falling asleep. Crazy stories. Thankfully, they have laws now. You can't work more than 80 hours a week. But
Yeah,
that was like, that sounded like hell.
I feel like if you're a doctor, I would want you to have some please have some
You
sleep,
right? Yeah, exactly.
I don't want you like messing up when you're doing surgery or some shit.
Exactly. Yeah, but definitely something I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah, it'll be fun in its own way.
It'll be a challenge.
Yeah.
I'll take any challenge head on. But
Yeah. So you can probably relate because like the way it worked for me was that the flight was 16 hours.
Yeah.
So and we left at midnight.
Yeah.
So I slept because it was midnight. I was tired. So I fell asleep for the first 8 hours of the flight.
Uh-huh.
And then when I woke up, it was another 8 hours. So I was like, okay, let's get some work done.
Yeah.
So I did like 3 hours of coding, and then I was reading my book, and I was like, I ended up being awake for 8 hours on the end of that flight. And we landed, and it was 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, I have a whole day ahead of me. So I lived my whole day, and then I ended up going out that night too, because it was Halloween night. Because it was like
In India? You were
no,
out in
because
India?
like I flew back to Jersey.
This is coming back.
Yeah,
I
on the
see.
way
I was
back,
like,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, okay.
No, they don't have Halloween there, I think.
Yeah, no,
But, like,
that's-
I was
I think
there for like
that's
the
like a
week
global
before
thing.
Halloween, so I missed most of it. But I landed on that Saturday, November 1st,
Yeah.
back in Jersey.
Yeah.
Then I flew here from there. So then like the friends were going out. I was like, okay, we'll go out, right? So I was awake and it was like 2 a.m., but it was also daylight savings, so then it became 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So I was actually awake for 26 hours straight because it was 8 hours in the flight plus the whole day till 2
Right.
a.m.
Right.
So it was like a full circle plus 2 hours. So it was, and then like I went to bed. I'm like, okay, I'll put an alarm on for 10 a.m. Sleep 9 hours, whatever, because it was 1 a.m. after the daylight
Yeah.
savings. So, and I wake up before my alarm, and I was in a good mood. So I'm like, oh shit, it's probably like 9 a.m. right now. I check my phone, it's 2 p.m. I slept for
needed the sleep.
14 hours.
You needed the sleep, I guess. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever slept that long in my life.
14 hours is insane.
That is an insane amount of sleep. Yeah, that is wild.
And I felt like so shit. I'm like, damn, my whole day. It was also like daylight savings, so the sun set at like 6.
Yeah,
So I was
that
awake for like
sucks,
4
yeah.
hours.
You're awake for a couple hours and the sun sets.
I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, that
But,
sucks.
Yeah, that's probably the craziest like sleep story I got. But
I think mine is just being up for that long. but
36 is wild.
36 is long.
So you were itching your like skin and shit.
I was so out of it. Oh my god! I still remember sitting. This was when we literally just got to Barcelona and our Airbnb wasn't open yet, so we were like walking around like the streets of Barcelona with all of our luggage, and we just were finding like random park benches to just sit at and be like, oh, because everyone was so tired. Like my mom was wiped, my brother was wiped, my dad was wiped. We're literally just we have all of our luggage. We have nowhere to go, like no place to crash. So we're just in public, and everyone like I get.
That's the thing with
pissed when I get
Airbnbs,
tired.
bro.
Like, I was so impatient. I feel bad about it because I was so rude, but like.
I mean, off of 36 hours being awake, you're gonna be fucking rude as shit.
Yeah, but you know, survived, got a good night's sleep, and had a fun time.
Dude,
on
they did
vacation.
these studies where literally they compared stats of like things like car accidents and like judge decisions
Yeah.
on daylight savings when you lose an hour versus daylight savings when you gain an hour, and they realized there was significantly like a statistically significant more number of car accidents off of that one hour of sleep.
One less hour of sleep,
Yeah.
really.
That was measurable compared to the 2 days. Plus the number of like judges, what's the word for it? Like the number of times they gave like a bad
Bad
sent
judgment
to
call or
prison
something.
or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Not a bad judgment
Oh,
call,
yeah.
but like a bad for the person. Like,
Like the actual judge gave a bad verdict. I see.
bad verdict. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe fines or like
Yeah.
prison, whatever. That
Yeah.
they significantly increased off of less
Really?
because like they're probably just more pissed.
That's crazy.
So it affects like almost everything in terms of like how you act and everything. So
Yeah, so I guess it gives me more of an excuse for 36 hours of no sleep.
yeah, yelling at people, being an asshole.
Yeah, right. But still, yeah,
That's funny, man.
that is pretty crazy.
This reminded me of like a story. So, did you were you able to go to the Amalfi Coast at all, or was this Florence and Rome?
No, we did not go to the Amalfi.
Yeah, you've
Coast.
heard of it, right?
I have heard. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Pull a photo. So we went there like when I was a little bit younger too. But the thing is, I just have a crazy story about this spot.
Yeah.
Because we were originally in Tuscany as well.
Yeah.
Like we're staying near Florence. So over here, the cool things that the roads are very narrow. So if you search up like Amalfi Coast like narrow roads, it's almost like a one-way road, but there's like it's 2 ways though. And these giant buses.
People get in accidents?
No, those bus drivers are insane.
What?
But like they're so narrow.
Oh wait, we were at
Cinque Terre?
Where were we? What was it called? Hold on, let me pull up a picture. But we were at a place in Italy that looked similar. It was not the Amalfi
I
Coast.
think it might be Cinque Terre, because that looks kind of similar.
But yeah, no, it was the same thing. We were. It was a bus tour. And it was the most stressful thing ever.
Yeah, they're crazy the way they drive. But
It was so stressful.
the thing is, we got there. We were driving from, I think like Tuscany or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's getting kind of late by the time we were reaching our Airbnb, and we were just stuck in this traffic. Like, why? There's so much traffic, but we realized like getting into Positano, the name of the town,
Yeah.
was gonna be so much traffic because of all the traffic that gets narrow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're just sitting in traffic for like an hour. We finally get there, it's dark, and we're realizing, wait, there's nowhere to park over here, and everything's one way. So it's like if you want to go back around, take a whole loop around
Take a-
Positano.
yeah.
So we're like, oh shit, what do we do? So we're calling the Airbnb guy. He says, yo, go park over there and take a valet. So
Yeah.
we go and park in this garage, right? And then this valet guy comes to like take us to our Airbnb, but you know he's like smoking a cigarette. He's fat, and he puts his stuff in the car. He's on the phone with someone speaking in Italian. So like a shady guy, but whatever. He's just an Uber driver kind of
Yeah.
thing. So he's driving us down with all our stuff in the car. And we get to like our place, right? So we get out, we're trying to find out where it is, but we can't really figure out where it is because the road is like here up on this hill, and then there's a road coming up from down the hill that's one way. They're both one way, from one going up to the hill, and they're merging, they're continuing that way. And our house is down here.
Yeah.
So we're just like, okay, how do we get there? Because that's one way, we have to go all the way around.
Yeah, right.
We're like kind of fucked because like there's no easy route from where we were if you even back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure this out. There's a stairwell going down, and like there's a house over there. So I told my dad like, yo, let's like go down and like see if we can find the spot, right?
Yeah.
So we go down. My mom and sister were up there with the car, and we're going down there. And I asked my dad, wait, do you have the keys? And he's like, no. The shady guy smoking the cigarette, the fat Italian, has the keys. And like I started like getting kind of nervous because like my mom and sister are in the car.
Yeah.
That guy's over there. So
Yeah,
I was getting a little nervous. I had a feeling that something was off about that guy. So we go like there. We find the place. We're like, okay, good. Okay, let's go back up and like let's try to bring the suitcases down or whatever. We go up and the car's gone. And I'm just like, fuck.
The car with your mom and your sister?
Yeah, and the fat guy.
And the fat guy, obviously.
It's just gone.
Just gone.
So I'm like, call the cops, bro. This guy fucking just. I thought they got kidnapped.
He just got, yeah. Did he just move the car somewhere?
I was freaking out. I think my dad was freaking out a little bit, but he was a little more calm. He's like, relax, let me call her first. But like, I usually don't freak out. Like, I don't get stressed out. But in that moment, just because I already had the thought in my head that it could happen.
Yeah.
And you just go up and this is gone. I'm like, oh my God, it actually happened.
Yeah, you had the premonition of like, oh, this is a bad vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What actually happened was that he drove up here and he backed up the car down the one-way road. And he's calling us from down there. Like, yeah, we're down there. But I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's like, expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, that's my Bedlam mindset.
Yeah, exactly. That's a Bedlam mindset.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then earlier that day, my dad's Apple Card, like you have to insert it into a gas station. Like, it
Yeah.
goes all the way inside.
Yeah.
And didn't come out. So like, we're stressed out. Like Apple Card was like.
Yeah.
So
That's also a very important thing.
a lot of crazy shit happened that trip. I
Well,
had to share that story. It was
thankfully,
pretty
all
insane.
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, that could have been so bad.
Anyways, I don't mean to cut our discussion
Yeah.
short, but
Hey, I had a great time.
I had an amazing time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely am super grateful you had me on here, and we definitely learned a lot about each other.
Think so, man.
Great conversation, dude.
I'm excited to see you in the gym again. Now I know so much
Absolutely.
value.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, come
Yeah.
up to me anytime, and just hit me up if you ever want to do something like this again, or just hang out.
Always. We can do it
Yeah.
again in a couple months next
Yeah,
semester.
absolutely.
Maybe get some other guys on too, if we can.
Yeah.
Together, we do a group session. But
Ooh.
I'm always curious. Like, I don't know if you have time to say this right now, but like, I'm always curious, like, what you were thinking coming in, because like usually what people expect is like very different. So I'm like, well, if you have time, like, what was it like for you? Like, what were you expecting coming in?
Coming into this podcast, I just was expecting to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. You're a great guy. I've talked with you a lot before. I wasn't expecting it to be any different. Like I should have honestly done more research on your podcast.
That's
like
fine.
obviously, like I've seen your stuff, but I haven't like listened to them in depth and like know what or anticipate what questions you're asking. But from what it seemed like, there didn't really seem like a way for me to anticipate it because the conversation just free flows, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was pretty much what happened, right?
Hope you
Like,
enjoyed it.
Say again?
Hope you enjoyed it.
I did, 100%. We had some great conversations. Yeah.
Go watch the one with the Keel. That was a couple weeks ago. That one was fun.
Yeah.
You're friends with the Keel, right?
Oh yeah. I was just with them last night. Actually.
Yeah. The Keel, Ariana's. They're Big Little, right?
Yep.
Did you go to that?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had our formal.
You're gonna pass a Sharpie too?
Yeah.
Okay. 5D formal?
Yeah, 5D
Sick,
formal. And then we just hung out afterwards.
Yeah.
But got some
Amazing,
food, all that stuff.
Love it. Well, your number, let me just double check, but I think you're
Thank you.
131. Yeah, you're 131. So pick a spot. But thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Arya.
We gotta get a photo together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me just set those.